Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, guys. I was curious if Jeff ever ended up giving you the ride, if he charged you, or if you tipped.
Oh, okay. Well, no, he did not give me the ride because I didn't call him because I wasn't serious. I wasn't really going to. I had accommodations.
I think I made it evidently clear that if you were to, you would be charged.
Yeah, you did.
Just like anybody else.
I got to be honest with you, Brian. I was kind of just trying to test the waters a little bit Friday morning because I knew that it was going to be one of those nights, and it was. I ended up going to that concert and having plenty to drink. And then I ended up over at that country line dance thing, and I was running around over there. And then
is there a video of the line dancing?
No, I wasn't line dancing. I was just running over there crazy. I don't know how to line dance. And I'm sure there was some attempt at some sort of dancing at some point in the night. And then out of all my friends and coworkers that I work with, Suzanne was there, and she gave me a ride to where I was staying. So it worked out just fine.
Did you tip her?
You didn't give her any money?
I did.
You should have given her some money.
Well, she gave a few of us a ride, and she ended up staying at the house we rented.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, then you gave her lodging. So if you give her lodging,
yes, there you go.
Then
I made her breakfast the next day. I don't want to make it sound it was just her and I. There was a bunch of people there, but I made breakfast the next day. I got up. It was one of those nights where, once we got back to the house, Jeremy crashed out because he partied too hard early. So he was the first one up while everybody else stayed up way late. So
good for you. Way to show some responsibility there.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. If I gave you the full story, I think you would change your mind, but that's okay.
I talked to this guy on Saturday night, and I worked that concert. I mean, it was ridiculous how the Surge was doing.
Oh, the Eric Church Country Show? Yeah, that was the big sellout, right?
It was ridiculous what the Surge was doing, okay? Like, I was giving people rides to behind the middle school. Like, you could walk from the fairgrounds to behind the middle school pretty good. But
in 5 minutes.
When they go to a concert, they wear cowboy boots that they're not used to wearing. They wear heels that they're not used to wearing. So you're not going to make that trek, right? So they got to get in a car. The rate for taking people that far was like I would see what my payout was afterwards. It would be like I was getting paid like $35, meaning they were paying $42 for a ride.
How do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself doing that to people, Jeff?
God, because you sign up, you agree.
I'm protesting Uber. I'm on an Uber protest.
You agree to it when you hit accept or take that ride. You agree to it.
Of course you do.
So it's on you.
Jeff, how were the tips that night?
Tips
Zero, hopefully.
No, the tips were actually pretty good.
God, you're raping people and then you're getting tips? That makes me angry.
I talked to this guy. I gave him a ride back to San Luis, and
Gouger.
He waited until 1 o'clock in the morning to take the Uber because that's when the surge went down. And I asked him when he got in the car, I was like, "What you guys been doing the last hour?" He goes, "We went over to Taco Bell and had some burritos."
Yeah.
And he looked
Taco Bell win.
And he looked at me and he goes, "And waited for your guys' rates to go down."
Nice.
He checked it at peak, and it would have cost him $550 to get a ride to San Luis Obispo.
Oh my God! And that's where you took him?
Yeah.
What was the ride? Anyways, $100.
It ended up being a little over $100.
Yeah, $5. When
the surge went away completely.
Listen, if people are going to start doing this, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I need to go get registered with Uber and start driving people around. It's just one day a week during the fair.
Uber drivers that are
killing it right now.
Well, yeah, but
they're buying houses, yacht for me.
Remember during the hurricane, there was like a Best Buy in Houston that was selling a pallet of water, a case of water for $40.
Right.
Normally it's like,
how is this any different?
A $4.
Everybody knows that we've been, consuming. We're looking for a responsible way home, and then now let's charge them 10 times what it normally costs.
To Uber's defense and the defense of the drivers, me being one of them, I will say this: it is not very pleasant giving a super drunk person a ride home as opposed to somebody who is not
everybody's super drunk. Some people have just had 3 or 4 beers and they were trying to do the right thing.
Consider the surge the drunk surcharge. That's what you can do.
Dear J&J, you guys don't have a clue how Uber works. Do more research before you spout out about things you don't know about. People depend on Uber for a safe and convenient way of transportation. People also rely on income, the Uber. P.S. I'm deleting you app and station setting. So we figured let's give him a call.
I'm pretty sure I know how Uber works. I'm a driver. I mean, somebody says, hey, I want a ride. I say, okay, I'll give you a ride. I hit a button on an app, go pick that person. Pick that person up. Sometimes I'll call them. If fair time, I'll call them and say, hey, meet me at my secret spot, which I'm not going to divulge because my secret spot seems to be working okay for the fair time. Meet me at my secret spot, and we will make sure you get home safely. That's how I'm understanding it. Is that wrong? I mean, you use it as a rider. You know how it works.
So you don't think we should call the guy? You agree with him?
Well, I want to. Maybe there's some.
He says you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about because I don't work for Uber. You claimed to explained it earlier. So forget it.
I think, is there something that we're missing? Because that's pretty much what we said. So I think we should call him because he's saying that we shouldn't be speaking about what we're talking about. What we just had, that conversation we just had just a second ago, was the one we had 15 minutes ago. Kyle,
who wrote in earlier and called the guy a worthless turd. Listen, and the guy's mad because, he drives for Uber, and I was complaining that I truly believe in my heart that it's unfair what Uber is doing to people going to the fair at night when they're having to pay 5-6 times the standard rate to try to get home safely. Because
there was a 6-time surge. Give me on that 6 time.
Well, I don't know what it was.
That's what I want.
It doesn't really tell you on your phone. You just see the price, and you're like, it does say prices are higher than normal. It does say that, and then you look at it, and something that's normally like I don't know, $16 to $20 is now an $80-$90 ride. And we're going 5 miles. That's crazy.
I was given on Saturday night. I was given what would have been normally a $5 ride. Those rides were about $35. So that's 5 times 5. 25. So yeah, you're right.
6 times the rate.
Yeah, 6 times.
Yeah, 6 times 5 is 30, bro. Anyways, so I upset an Uber driver, and then I called him, and he won't answer. He won't talk to me. I left him a message, and he's not calling me back. Kyle, though,
maybe he's doing a ride right now.
Kyle, are you doing the Uber at the fair?
God no.
See, I really think maybe I should be picking a bone with the people that are accepting these ridiculous fares because that's the reason why it'll continue to stay what it is. I heard the Motel 6s are going for like over $200.
That doesn't enrage you? Like you're not like equally as pissed off about that as that you are an Uber ride?
Yeah, it's still gouging. Sure. I don't think it's fair.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, it's just like when they're gouging gas prices, people get shut down and fined for that. You can't do that as a gas station.
Yeah, there are certain businesses in which it is okay to gouge. There are certain businesses when it is not okay to
it's not a good practice. But anyways,
is it going to make you less loyal to Motel 6?
The cocktail thing, that was a lot of fun. People had a blast, and for $30, you got all those cocktails. It's going to be the same thing tonight. But we're going to give you a pair coming up.
What's that cocktail going to cost me if I just buy the spirits and make it at my house? Is it going to be $30?
You're not going to be able to do that. Because not only did they use...
That's price gouging, brother.
That
pisses me off, man.
No, there was 10 different bartenders making 10 different cocktails, and you got to, there was unlimited sampling going on. Trust me.
That was bang for your buck.
That was a good deal.
You're okay with that?
$30.
How many drinks did you have?
30 drinks.
How many did you...
I had 30 drinks. No, I didn't have 30 drinks. I tasted all. They made me all. They made us, I was a judge too. They made us 10 cocktails. And every bartender paired up with a spirits award winner, which is a local, company like Refined and Paso Robles. You're familiar with them. Their limoncello was teamed up with Sidecar in Slow. So Danielle, the bartender there, she made this drink, and they used lemons that were local. They used all these local ingredients. That was part of it. You had to be local. And then let's see, how about Luna Red? This guy, he was with Azale vodka, and he made like a Capri Sun drink, and it was awesome.
Cool story, bro.
Well, you asked. Such a jackass. Anyways, tonight's going to be about beer, so all these guys are submitted these beers to the competition.
I mix it with my cup that's in the cupboard, and I get some ice.
Each one of these guys had like 10 ingredients in their cocktail.
Sometimes it's country time, and I mix it with country time. Yeah. Sometimes I mix it with...
You let me walk right into that.
With a Minute Maid.
Good job. You made me feel stupid. I walked right into that. That was so dumb. You asked me a stupid.
I was just waiting for the names to come out,
and then you just started looking the other off.
Danielle qualifies as a name drop, so good job.
Well, nobody knows Danielle. I'm just saying that was her name. I was trying to, if anything, these guys deserve credit because they were They were so great, but it was a
Superstars?
fun event. And tonight's going to be fun, too, because it's going to be all craft beer. So you can just pound those beers and then maybe go hang out on the fair, or if you're going to go into the show.
What about the regularly priced beers at the fair? You're not raising a stink with those people?
What are you talking about?
The beer that you buy at the fair that's expensive.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
No, it's
my response to you.
I don't
my
think it's
response
that
to you when you want a
$35
$35 ride home and you want to walk 5 miles to San Miguel. I'm going to say.
Why are you bringing this back up?
I'm going to say because you are okay with getting price gouged on certain things, but on other things,
no, I'm not.
You're like Motel 6 is raising their rates up. That's bad practice. Uber's raising their rates. That's a bad practice. But man, I'll spend $10 for a beer. No problem.
It's a big ass beer, though.
Okay, you're having a big ass beer.
You're not. I'm just sitting in a car and getting a ride home in a Prius. I mean,
could you imagine walking that 5 miles to San Miguel?
No, because I'll find other ways. I'm capable of doing that, and that's what I've done.
Would you pay $35 to not walk to San Miguel? I think that's the question you have to ask yourself.
Yes, I would. Of course I would.
See,
Everybody would.
There you go. There you have it. That is why people and Uber are able to charge that much money for it.
$8.20 is when we're giving away the tickets to the beer thing.
You can't be a selective bitcher about
I'm
the
not
price
being a
gap.
selective bitcher.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're okay with getting raped on
if that beer was $20, I would. That's how I would compare the two.
You can't
but
pick
$10.
and choose.
I expect it to be a little bit higher because there's a lot of people.
You can't.
I understand that, but come on, it's ridiculous.
Same thing with the beer.
7 times.
Same thing with the beer. There's a lot of people there. They're thirsty. It's hot. They're going to spend a lot of money on the beer. Now, they could sell beer at what regular beer rates are, but why would they do that?
How do you justify what a regular beer rate is?
Yeah, you go to the store and you buy a 12
Well, the
pack.
grocery store's probably buying it for cheaper than the fair is.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, see, you're opening a can that you can't get involved with.
Listen, I am opening a can that I can get involved with because I know how much beer costs at the store and I know how much it costs at the fair.
Well, you don't know what the fair is being charged for those beers. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't know.
Really?
But I'm sure that's part of it.
Everybody's just in it for the charity of making sure everybody gets good and drunk.
No, what they're in it for is that they're in a business where they don't lose money.
Yes.
And if they're getting charged more for beer,
Motel
then
6.
they're going to have to charge more.
As is Motel 6, because there are times of the year that Motel 6 goes unoccupied. And when it goes unoccupied and the rates are $39 a night, they have to make up for it with the prices that are $200 a night.
I walked right into this.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.